Alright, I'm playing a video game called The Stanley Parable. I've played this game once or twice before. I haven't gotten very far, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. Alright, so I'm in my little office cubicle here. I'm number 427. If you look closely, you'll see 2 sharpened pencils on the desk, along with paperwork, a pencil sharpener, a computer with a keyboard, a telephone with 1 illuminated red button, a clipboard, another pencil, a pen, a cup, more paperwork. To the right of my room, there are several filing cabinets, one of which is open, and 2, 3, 4, and 5 more of which are partially opened. There is a small cardboard box down here. I'm not sure what could be in it. There's some more drawers over here, even more drawers, and another filing cabinet. I shouldn't neglect to mention that there's a photograph on my wall of rolling green hills. It appears to be a beautiful countryside, and a clock that reads, what time is it? It is 11:24, 11:23, something like that. Not so good at let's see. What they teach me in school, you look at the 11, right? It's right there at the 11. The little hand is at the 11. The big hand is 3 notches past the 4. So yeah, I was right. Just gotta confirm that. You know, these are the important details you have to pay attention to. Oh, and I almost forgot. There's a lamp that is shining a light on my office area. I think that's about it. There's some cables on the floor, some squares on my ceiling, and I think we'll disembark from my room and see what the future holds for us.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
How mysterious. All of my co-workers
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I'm looking around for a trace, but I don't see one. I see a plant, though. Very nice looking plant. And as far as these desks go, there is much of the same. We've got a photocopier here in the middle, some rooms.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Well, excuse me. I'm just trying to be thorough is all. I guess I'll leave. Looks like there's some papers here on the floor. More doors that won't open, and more desks with pencil sharpeners, paperwork, and computers. What's on this computer? I can't tell. So I guess I'll just keep on going. Keep on trucking. Be my Valentine. Well, that's sweet of you, coffee cup, but I'll have to decline. I'm very busy. I have a video game to play here. Beautiful stock footage, or stock photography of a green plant with little drops of water on it. And the same photograph that was hanging in my office. None of these things seem to be explaining to me exactly where my co-workers went. Maybe this door opens? Nope. None of these doors open.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
The door on my left, you say? Okay. Well, first of all, I've got to inspect this room for clues. There are 4 chairs, filing cabinets, spilled papers. I wonder what happened. Seems people have left in a hustle and bustle. Now I've got two doors here, both of which I can go into, but the man in the sky explicitly told me I should enter the door on my left, so I think that's what I'm gonna do. More photographs. More clocks. Interesting. Let's see what's in here. The meeting room.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Not quite sure what I do here for a living. I'm the most unique. I win uniqueness. The broom closet. Ooh.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
I don't believe you. There must be
There
some...
was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Are you completely sure about that?
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA. Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Because I'm trying to solve the mystery.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
To the untrained eye, it may appear that way, but it's
Maybe
the...
to you, this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
Well, that's not very nice at all. I guess I'll leave just,
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid.
What?
He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Well, just because you said that, I'm going back in the closet. Maybe I'll just sit here until I
I've
die.
come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead.
Oh.
Got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. He or she has fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place at the computer, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway. Ah, second player, it's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
I'll let you in on a little secret. It's still me. I'm alive. I haven't passed. That's not the way things are at all. I guess there's nothing in the broom closet.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okie dokie. Whatever you say. Can't turn these valves.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Stanley simply began entering random codes into the keypad, knowing full well the sheer statistical unlikelihood that this would ever result in a correct combination. If he knew that the combo was 2845, it would be another story entirely. But no, this is what he was going to do instead.
Would you say 2, 8, 4, 6? 2, 8, 8, 5,
Stanley
5,
just sat around
2.
twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
You're right about that. I have no idea what the combination could be. It's
2845.
Maybe I'll just play this piano. La 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 la. Ding dong.
Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself. And Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
I guess so. Big spools of insulation look like cotton candy sushi for a giant. Interesting. Very interesting. Nothing back here. Nothing. Alright, so let me tell you a little bit about what I'm trying to do in this video game, is solve the mystery of the missing coworkers. And mysteries typically have clues that get you a little closer to the solution, you know, to the resolution of the mystery. So I'm looking around, you know. You can't overlook any little detail. Here's this spool of wires. Maybe something terrible happened with it. Maybe it was used to strangle my coworkers, and then they were dumped into this little dark crevice here. You know, these boxes. Up here, there's ventilation shafts. I'd like to get in there. Unfortunately, I can't jump. I can crouch, and I can click, and I can press the E button. And that's all I've got. Those are my tools with which I will solve the mystery. Six, 3, 6. 2, 8, 4, 5. Alright, open sesame. A big old bucket of paint. I'm not sure why there's a, was this, I guess, a generator? I guess down we go. Alrighty, I think this is where I'm gonna call it quits. So, I guess next time we'll see if I can solve the mystery. Thanks for watching, friends. So long.